Welcome to the Late Show, everybody. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Folks, it is a big day. Wow.
Yeah, come on.
I tell you, with a reaction like that, I could say that over and over again. Folks, it's a big day for Catholics and lovers of fancy red capes because the conclave to select a new pope has officially begun over in Vatican City. Who's it going to be? A front-runner who's been around for decades, or a surprise newcomer like Cardinal Mikey Madsen? The conclave began this morning at 10 a.m. Roman time, but it's always Pope o'clock somewhere. First, the Cardinals attended a special mass, and in his homily, the Cardinal officiating reminded the conclave that they're about to make the choice of an exceptional importance. For today, we are deciding on what do we have for lunch. Some of us are gluten-free, so we can only get a pizza from the good place. Or maybe we order a sushi. No, sushi has soy sauce. Soy sauce got the gluten. Okay. Maybe we just go to Sweet Greens. Boo! Okay. After that, the Cardinals were sequestered. Here they are, marching and chanting as they walk into the Sistine Chapel. So beautiful, so solemn, but can we pick up the pace? Fellas, you got a lot of conclaving to do. Maybe you'd move faster if we switch up the track.
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. Back in the ring, battle me,
All right, better. Now, after that march there was this dramatic closing of the Vatican doors, protected, as always, by killer clowns. Now, my friends, we wait, while every cable news channel is laser-focused on the world's most important roof tube. That there on screen, the roof tube, that is the chimney out of which traditionally white or black smoke emerges, signaling whether we have a new pope. And I've been watching this all day, 24 hours, 24/7. I couldn't tear myself away. And I have to say, and I'm sure this will never be taken out of context in any way, I am addicted to the pipe. Now, we knew the conclave would only hold one vote today around 9 p.m. Catholic Standard Time. We got black smoke from the roof tube indicating the Cardinals had not reached a consensus. In other words, hope of a pope? Nope. We don't know how long the conclave will continue, but in that spirit, the Late Show has put a camera on the roof of the Ed Sullivan Theater to look at our own chimney. That black smoke means our neighbor, Angelo's Italian, has started a pepperoni pizza. White smoke will mean calzone. Now, while they're waiting for the sacred air pollution, the media has got a whole lot of time to fill, including on CBS News, where they discussed how the Cardinals will fare without their cell phones.
The one thing we know they're not doing is checking Instagram because their devices have all been confiscated.
I believe the kids call it raw dogging it.
Do they? Do they call that, Tony? I believe they call it raw dogging. As the youth say, those Cardinals are going to take this conclave to Pound Town and spend the next several days, and I'm paraphrasing my teen Vatican sources, they're going to be jacking it, whacking it, and technologically barebacking it. Now, here's how it works. Each cardinal writes their pick for pope on a ballot with eligo in summum pontificem, I elect a supreme pontiff, printed at the top of the piece of paper. Then they fold the card and they drop it into a chalice, which, if I'm remembering correctly, then spits out the names of the 3 cardinals who will compete in the Tri-Wizard tournament. No one knows who the Cardinals are going to pick, all very secret. But one of the favorites is former Archbishop of Manila and dad sitting in one of those massage chairs at the mall, Luis Antonio Tagle. Tagle is a Gen Z favorite in part because he just loves to sing. In fact, some have called him a karaoke priest which means he always picks a really good homily, but then realizes halfway through he only knows the chorus. Jim, let's give him a taste of Tagle's pipes. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, it's a crowd favorite. He's a crowd favorite. Big response from the people. What do you say, judges?
It's a no for me, dog.
Wow, he's tough. Wow. Really tough. One surprise contender has emerged, Cardinal Joseph Tobin, who is the Archbishop of Newark. We're getting a Jersey Pope, people! Okay. Here we go. Okay. Bada bing, bada bless you, okay? I'm living on a prayer over here in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Bruce. I'm being told, is this true? It's time once again to check in with our late show chimney. It looks like, yes, we can confirm we do not yet have a new pizza pie. Okay. Now, Tobin and Tagle are part of the most diverse group of cardinals in the history of the conclave. We've got cardinals from 71 different countries, including Syria, Nicaragua, Mongolia, India, and Papua New Guinea. Of course, ultimately, it doesn't matter where the new pope comes from. He can be a young guy from the Philippines or an old guy from Poland. When I do my impression of him, he's gonna be Italian. It's me. I'm a pope. I hope God has a sense of humor. If you think the conclave is a big deal, just wait until next year's even bigger gathering of Catholics, the World Cup. It is taking place. Here in America, and yesterday, Donald Trump talked about that.
We can't wait to welcome soccer fans from all over the globe. I don't know if I'm supposed to say soccer or football, because every time I say soccer, Barron and Eric say you're really saying it wrong. It's supposed to be football.
In fact, Eric tells me I say a lot of things wrong. He says, Dad, it's pronounced I love you. Not. Not get out of my sight, Thundergums. Trump used the occasion to announce his pick to lead the World Cup task force. Rudy Giuliani's son and grown-up Buzz from Home Alone. Andrew Giuliani. Okay, but if you needed a Giuliani but wanted someone who really knows about soccer, they should have gone with Rudy. I mean, the man can dribble. He's got a terrific flop. Though he does have a problem touching the balls. Yesterday, Hi. Yesterday, the White House also hosted Mark Carney, the new Prime Minister of Canada. This meeting was full of embarrassing moments like this one.
What's the top concession you want out of Canada? The top concession you want out of Canada?
Concession?
Yes.
Friendship.
But that's not a concession.
We're going to be friends with Canada. Regardless of anything, we're going to be friends with Canada.
He's been agonizing the entire world, and what he wants is friendship? That's so sad. That's like a robber saying, this is a stick-up. Everybody get face down on the floor and say one nice thing about my outfit. Come on. Does this gun make me look fat? Trump also used the meeting for a classic TV tease.
We're going to have a very, very big announcement to make, like as big as it gets, and I won't tell you on what, but it's very positive.
Spoken like a man who definitely has not made plans for Mother's Day yet. Kids, honey, the kids and I planned something really big, right, kids? It's one of the things you said you wanted that I definitely wrote down and remembered. I'm not going to tell you what, but boy, oh boy, is it positive. Why don't we say it at the same time, okay? 1, 2, 3, a humidifier, or time alone. It's a big day for travelers because as of today, you can't just use a regular driver's license at the airport. Real ID is now required for air travel in America. And having a more secure ID is important because without it, the TSA would never have a picture of your face except for the photo that they take of your face at the security checkpoint to make sure that it matches the face on your ID, even though there's a person whose whole job is to look at your ID and make sure it matches your face. And if you think that's stupid,
Come on.
could you please step over here for additional screening? Could you please? The idea of beefing up our IDs with enhanced security started when Congress passed the Real ID Act back in 2005. That's also when they started making passengers remove their shoes and receive pat-downs on their humps, their lovely lady lumps. Now, folks were scrambling to meet today's deadline. All over the country, local DMV offices experienced longer wait times. And we have footage, I'm being told, of the last person in line here today in Manhattan.
It's been 84 years.
All right, is this true? Is this true? Is this actually happening? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm told it's time to check in once again with the Ed Sullivan Theater chimney. Black smoke! Black smoke. And we all know what that means.
Habemus pepperoni.
We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Christine Baranski and Stellan Skarsgård. But when we come back, meanwhile, thank you.